So hello guys, welcome back to another video. So in this video we're going to be learning now how to use Raycast in Unity. So Raycasts are more likely to be used to make shooter games, so also to check objects which are far from one another. So without further ado, let's get started. So now we're going to now start looking what our Raycast can be used for. So Raycast mostly is now used to shoot to make shooter games, so like shooting guns and detecting the bullet holes, all that kind of stuff is going to be using our Raycast mostly. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to just create a simple word. So go to hierarchy, create a new 3D object, plane, and also reset our transform to get it back to 0. Okay, now after creating this one, so we're also going to create a simple cube that is going to be detected by Raycast. So go create 3D object, create a cube, reset a transform, set the white position to be something like 0.5 to get it to the floor, and also make it tall in size in height. So this is going to act as a wall that we're going to shoot on, and we also need to take our camera to face our wall, so that whenever we shoot a Raycast, it will like be detected by this wall. Okay, again, go to the game view and see your position. Now I'm good with this. So go to your asset browser and create a new folder, call it script, and create a new script, call it player controller, then assign it to your camera. So grab your camera and assign your player controller to your camera. So double click it to open up in any IDE you're using. So first of all, we'll be checking our Raycast once we click the left mouse button. First of all, we're just going to create a simple function that is going to be responsible for all the shooting stuff. So we're just going to call it void shoot, and this is a function that we are going to be using. So in update function, we're going to check if our input dot get key code dot get key down, sorry, so key code, so this is the key that we're going to detect, key code dot mouse 0. So this is the left mouse button, which is mouse 0. When this is called, I'm going to call my shoot function. So now let's get into our shoot function and start implementing stuff. So first of all, we want our Raycast to come from our camera's position to the forward vector at a certain distance. So first of all, I'm just going to create variables that is going to be used as our Raycast. So first of all, the float value, I'm just going to call it, to make it public float, call it Raycast distance, ray distance. Let's say we want our ray distance to be like let's say 10 meters. Okay, now go back to our shoot function. First of all, we're going to create a hit result, a Raycast hit result. This is like the hit result that our Raycast is going to store. So hit, and we're also going to create our ray. Our ray is like the ray that is going to be shoot out from the camera. So ray, just call it ray, equals to our camera dot main. We're grabbing the camera dot main. Main is the first camera which is tagged as main camera dot screen point to ray. Now it's going to take this screen point that we're going to give this function and change it to a ray. So the ray actually comes from the main camera. So screen to ray is going to be our, they're going to ask us the position that we want to change at the screen. First of all, we're going to get our, so now we're going to create a vector 3 called start position. Now the start position of our raycast is going to come from the camera dot main dot transform dot position. So now this is the start of our raycast. So we're going to also now start creating our raycast. So if physics, dot I'm so sorry, what the heck is this? So if physics dot raycast. So this is now the function that is going to act as our raycast. So it will return true. So now when you call physics.raycast, this will return true or false, and it will return true when it hits something. So the start position of our raycast is going to be the start variable that we have created, the start position. Then the direction is going to be the camera's forward vector. So camera dot main dot transform dot forward. It also needs a now hit result, the raycast hit result. So this is the raycast hit result, which is going to be used as our hit result. And so we're going to also create we're going to also pass in the distance of our ray, so which is our ray distance, so the distance that we have created. So now this will return a boolean. So once we hit something, let's say we're going to debug the object that we hit. So debug dot log, let's say, okay, the hit. So as I said, the hit contains all the information about the hit result. So hit dot collider. Okay, we can also say the hit dot name, no, hit dot collider, because again, hitting with the hit result requires a collider. So hit dot collider dot name. This is going to output the name of the object that we have hit it. So go back into Unity editor. So hit play. So now after hitting play, go to console. If you don't have the console, go to Windows, go to General, and open up the console window. So when I click the left mouse button, as you can see, they're outputting the name of the object that the ray hits. So also you need to make sure that your object has a collider, and also make sure that your main camera is tagged as main camera, so that that function can read what the main camera is, because the main camera is the camera that is tagged as main camera. Also, one thing that I'm going to teach you, I'm going to teach you how to use this function to do something like destroying the object that you have hit. So instead of debugging what the collider was, so I can just I can destroy that object. So destroy, which requires the object that we need to destroy, so which is going to be our hit dot collider dot game object. So now save, go back to Unity editor, and now hit play. So now when I left click, boom, now the cube is now destroyed. So you can use a lot of things like to get information about what you hit. Like example, like you can also get the position of where the ray actually hits. So hit dot impact point, dot point, which is the vector that represent the the point that the rays hit. There's also collider dot. There are a lot of stuff. There's also distance, which defines the distance between the origin of that and the impact point. So let's use this as an example. Let's draw debugs of line using all this hit stuff. So first of all, we're going to draw the debug line, the red line of a ray once the ray is traveling, and once it hits something, we're going to create a green line. So it will be green once it hits something, and it will be red once it doesn't hit something. So once it hits something, we're going to go debug dot draw line. So do draw line. It requires the start position of the line, so which is now the start position that we have created, and the end position is going to be the start position by adding to the forward vector of the camera. So camera dot main dot transform dot forward, then multiply it with the ray distance. Now we will get the end position of our raycast, our rays. I'm sorry. So now it also requires the color. So we need to make it green because now we hit something. Color dot red. Dot green. And again, once it doesn't hit something, we put else. Else we want to debug. Sorry, I don't like to put this characters when I have one line. So debug dot draw line with a start position and end position, which is the exact same thing that we've done here. Just select all this end line, copy and paste into your function. And also what I only need to change is the color. So color dot red. So now we'll determine that we haven't hit anything. So save, go back into the editor. Now go to the game, make sure that the gizmo is enabled so that you can see the debug lines. So when I hit play and click it and go back to the scene view, and click, there's something wrong here. So but when you create, these are debug lines that are going to be drawn once you shoot a ray from the camera. But because we're on the camera, it's not easy to see the lines, but we can create let's say we can create a sphere on the position that the raycast hit. So now again, thank you guys for watching. So this is all what I had for Raycast. So if you want to know more about Raycast, tell me. This is all like a short video that will give you an idea of what the Raycast is. But without further ado, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. I always post new videos about Unity that will teach you game development. So thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, comment anything that you want to see in the next video. Thank you guys, see you in the next video.